Too down home for Hollywood, they don't want us on TV. But we ain't never really gave a damn about what the critics say. We just burn another one down, pick up our guitars and play. Texas, Tennessee, too down home for Hollywood, they don't want us on TV. We ain't never really gave a damn about what the critics say. We just burn another one down, pick up our guitars and play. We just burn another one down, pick up our guitars and play.
Well, howdy, y'all. This is Presley Hale, and you are listening to The Morning Ride.
Dirty floors? Not a problem with the new Taylor Swiffer.
Hard floors, maybe they need cleaning. I know what will leave them gleaming. The new Taylor Swiffer mop.
Yes, the new Taylor Swift.
Lightweight, easy to carry. Picks up messes that are hairy.
Thank you,
and
Taylor.
Dust and dirt and other things that you've got.
Taylor, they've got the idea now. The new Taylor Swiffer. It just keeps going and going. Just like you know who. Taylor, stop singing. Enough, Taylor. Shut up.
There's just one thing you should know about Nashville.
You know what? You're nuts. You're all nuts. You've been focused so hard on making it, you forgot about one little thing. It's called the music. And I don't even care. You know what? So what? I don't want to hang out with a bunch of wannabe corporate sellouts, and we are going to start a revolution.
Go forth and multiply. These songs are yours.
Texas Homegrown Radio.
This is a revolution.
Hey y'all, this is Cody Braun with Reckless Kelly, coming to you live from Cabo, Mexico. You're listening to The Morning Ride with Jody Lee.
Palmer Anthony, and you're listening to The Morning Ride with Jody Lee and Jeb Bridges.
Hey y'all, I'm Cynthia Roush, and you're on The Morning Ride with the one and only Jody Lee.
It's the morning
Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's The Morning Ride.
Nope. This is the first I've heard of it.
Come on. What?
Hey everybody, this is Ray Wiley Howard, and you're on The Morning Ride with the one and only Jody Lee.
I know that, dude. It's a household name.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
All right, welcome in. It is The Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio.
Live from Texas Homegrown Studio, you know what I'm talking about?
Thanks, Boomhauer.
You want to get on that there?
And The Morning Ride brought to you by some great sponsors like our friends over at Double D Barbecue.
That's right, where you don't need no teeth to chew.
It does help though sometimes. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't need them.
Yeah,
but
you don't need them, but better to have them. Keep your teeth, people. You know?
This sponsorship brought to you by Right Dentistry, DDS. The morning ride also brought to you by our good friends over at Cannonball Insurance.
Cannonball.
We always say that's Kyle Park doing a cannonball. The morning ride also brought to you by Brazos River Air Conditioning.
If you need help with your AC,
call Wasey.
Oh, let it get hot in your spacey.
That would be crazy.
Good stuff. Selling a lot of AC.
Your mind would be messed up like you were free basey. No, too far.
I do
went
not
too
freebase cocaine. I do not.
I do not.
I'll do a little toot.
I do a
little
I do
toot.
toot.
But I do not freebase cocaine in church.
The morning ride also brought to you by Triple Crown Ford and Lincoln.
Get on down there and let the horses run.
That's right, man. We're excited. We got some guests in the studio this morning. Right. Aaron Baliff is here.
That's the truth.
And then he brought this. Who's this scoundrel you picked up on hitchhiking down the road?
He had his thumb out. So
that's what I figured. Yeah, somewhere around Langeville. Catch him out there.
Oh man.
This is Parker Jameson.
Didn't I see you down at the Fillmore, man?
I played with that dude, man. Yeah, man.
Fillmore,
yeah,
man.
the white patent leather shoes.
Oh man,
I love it. That's my favorite Christmas song. Nah, man, his name's Santa Claus, man. Yeah, I played with that dude.
Who is it? It's Dave, man. Let me in. It's Dave, man. Dave's not here.
I swear, Cheech and Chong's Christmas though. People, like, I tell people that all the time. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "How have you not heard it?"
Oh man,
I've played that on the radio every Christmas for like 30 years.
I can't wait for their new movie.
Time.
It's Dave, man. Dave's not here.
I can't wait for their new movie.
They're making
they're
a new
making a new one.
What?
Cheech and Gone.
I think it's Cheech and Chong, their last movie or something.
Cool.
I've never could figure. I always thought they should come out with like a Cheech, like macaroni. You know. Yeah. You know, like it's the Cheechiest, man.
Yeah.
Cheechironies.
You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Think about it, like people that do the drugs. Yeah. They be like, "Ooh, Cheech macaroni." The price is so high, man.
It's just a cheesy advertising.
It's high, man. The price is high. Sorry. This is what happens on our morning show. You never know where it's going to go.
That's true.
We make no promises.
We
have no regrets.
We start out on the highway and we end up somewhere in a pasture just driving.
Yeah, it starts out on the information superhighway and then off ramp. We like, what is it you say about music?
I just don't want it to be something got to go town for, man.
There you go. That's what it is. You're not wrong. Country music really should not be made in town, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, and you got to just know where you're going to get here.
Right.
Like,
some stations claim to be the ranch. We're on a ranch.
You could come do an interview here or hide out from the cops. Like, gets no more outlaw than that.
That's exactly. And if we're calving, you can help.
You just pull in the barn, we shut the door, you're fine. Jeb's done it multiple times.
Truth.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
I've never.
Never.
No, that'd be bad.
He doesn't have any current warrants or anything.
No. Hey, good morning, Holly. She's tuned in this morning. Glad to have you on. We get people from all over.
Top of the morning to
watch the morning show every morning. So let's talk a little bit about music. And I guess y'all are going to be doing some stuff in the studio later, huh?
We have, yeah. We actually just finished one up a few weeks ago, and it's called Dad I Never Had. And then today we're doing.
It's about me and. Yes, I knew it. Look at us.
The daddy I never had.
He could be my kid.
We're close.
I mean, when I had my long hair. Yeah.
Wait, where were you?
Same stuff going on.
Yeah. Where were you in 1997?
college.
Try 2004.
For real.
Oh God, I am old.
Wait, you were born in the
too.
new.
Wait, maybe you're my grandkid. Back in my day, I knew some bailiffs. They used to let me lock myself in my own cell.
I was about to say.
So, were you doing music since you were little, or you just like it?
No, I started like right out of high school, probably around 2020 is when I started singing and everything.
Really?
I haven't been doing it long. I didn't grow up in a musical
it seems
household.
Like it was just yesterday that we were in 2020. It's weird that it was 5 years ago.
It was a long year.
It was.
I was
It
in
might have been 2019.
That's when I was in a coma, so it was definitely a long
couple of years.
And when I woke up, I like thought that I had already went through like 2 or 3 years.
That's crazy.
You know what I
You
mean?
thought
Like,
you were that lucky.
Yeah,
comas are not fun.
not especially when you wake up and everybody's quarantined.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what was real, what wasn't real.
Those BLM like soldier, like pseudo soldiers that kept shooting each other in the foot with their 22s were walking down the streets, and it looked like that we were under occupation. And this guy,
I was like, "Put me back to sleep." What's going on?
How long were you in a coma?
Really, it was like for 2.5 weeks.
Damn.
It wasn't that long, but it felt like like eternity. Yeah,
it's difficult.
Well, Jeb died more than me, and I just didn't want him to outdo me. And I was like, "Oh yeah, what's this?"
The old one.
Yeah,
I was only in a coma for a week. You were in for 2 weeks. He
like-
beat me by a week.
I just tricked him. Because
What the hell happened?
well, I had a friend that wanted my station if I died, and I just wanted to trick him. He got so excited for about a day. So, all right. Oh man,
I
he's
crashed
back.
my airplane. So.
Holy shit.
I'm just kidding.
Bro, I was like, damn. God.
No.
My real name is D.B. Cooper.
Y'all remember that story a while back? Y'all remember the story a while back where the kid was shooting fireworks out of the truck and fell out of the back?
Yeah.
That's him.
Nice.
That's him.
Yeah.
Wait, that was you?
That was him.
Actually?
Yes.
No kidding?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in coma for like 3 weeks. Got y'all both.
You got me.
Bless you, brother.
Had to learn how to walk and everything.
Dude,
Giovanni did that too. He fell out of the back of a truck. Gio was at my campsite at Larry Joe Taylor one year, and fell asleep in the bed of somebody's pickup.
Ah, dude.
And then they were leaving. They weren't camping there, so they started going down the highway, and he woke up and didn't realize it was moving, and he jumped out. And he did the same thing. Had to learn to walk, and yeah, that's
Crazy.
Before Gio took. Actually, it helped Gio because then people knew who he was, and it helped
That's
his
crazy.
career. Yeah,
That's crazy. I had a brain injury. My face was paralyzed from half. Yeah, I had the palsy. You know, it was pretty crazy. I was drooling a lot.
Yeah, you drool
Yes.
like a motherfucker.
Yes. Yeah, I tell you what.
Half your face is just like dead to the world.
Yeah, man. It was
drooly.
You can't get any
brain.
anything out of this.
I had a drain damage, but we got better.
Yeah, that suction straw. I'll never forget that sound.
Oh yeah.
It looks like you've been when you wake up from that. Your face is all droopy. It looks like you've been smoking a cigar. And your lips all.
I had a
Stogie and-
guy. I had a terrible nurse guy. And the male nurses are terrible.
The women are a lot better. They're
The women are
way
way nicer.
Yeah.
And this guy, I spilled some water on him, so he wouldn't let me because I couldn't drink myself. I didn't have any hand coordination or whatever. And he set my drink too far away from me, and he wouldn't let me have it. And he goes, "I guess you need to learn some new skills."
What the hell,
And
dude?
so he walked out laughing, and so I took my mouth suction thing, and I caught the cup with it just enough that I slid it close to me, and he come in, and I was crunching on ice. He goes, "How'd you get that cup?" I said, "Guess I learned some new skills."
Yeah, the first thing I did was I woke up, tried to pull stuff out, and the nurse got me taken care of. And then she's like, "Doctor will be in a minute." And I got up and just walked out and bummed a cigarette off this Asian guy that was sitting outside. I had to have a babysitter after that.
Yeah.
Ken.
I removed my NG, my
Yeah.
breathing. I said, "Oh, the hell with all that." Thankfully, they caught me before I decided to yank the old pee tube out.
I tried.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
the worst.
I tried. That hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hurts a
It
lot.
goes in a lot easier than it comes out.
Yeah,
I was
that hurts
Yeah.
a lot.
high as a cat. So
I feel like that'd sober me up trying to pull that thing out.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. I named mine Paul Catheter.
Did you just play on Paul Cawthon?
Yeah. Yeah, I told him that too.
Paul Cawthon.
Paul Catheter. Anyway, back to the music.
Dang it.
So y'all want to go ahead and play one? Get us out of this this hole that I got us in, and let people know what you're doing.
You plugged in?
Yeah, I got it up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Our music.
Give me some. Nope.
Oh, my volume.
There you go. Now we're cooking with grease.
Heck yeah, peanut oil at least.
Now we're cooking with grease. Now we're cooking with Crisco.
Heck yeah, or peanut oil. Maybe a little olive oil.
Don't cook with peanut oil. It's bad for you.
All avocado
Dang it.
oil is for high
Cook
heat.
avocado for you.
It's good. It's for high heat.
It's good for you.
Oh,
It's better for you.
awesome. Okay. That's what I'm
I
going
don't know
to
what
do.
we should start out with.
How about the one we just recorded? This last one we just recorded.
Start out with the slow one.
Yeah. Then we'll work our pace up.
Alright. Well, I guess we're ready.
I wrote this one for my son. My dad left when my mom was 4 months pregnant, and so I decided to write one for my son because I hope to change the path. I'll be there to hold his hand when he starts to cry. I'll be there to bust his butt when he tells a lie. I'll be there to chase the monsters out when they're in his room. I'll be there to turn the nightlight on when he's so afraid to move. 'Cause a boy needs someone to help him grow up and be a man. Someone there to teach him it's okay to cry and take a helping hand. Taught how to treat a woman, open doors and tip your hat. I'm gonna teach him right from wrong and be the dad I never had. I'll teach him how to hunt and fish, to say his nightly prayers. Watch him grow up way too fast and try to fight back the tears. I don't know how a man could give up his right to be a father. I wouldn't give this up for the world or any amount of a dollar. 'Cause a boy needs someone to help him grow up and be a man. Someone there to teach him it's okay to cry, take a helping hand. Taught how to treat a woman, open doors and tip your hat. I'm gonna teach him right from wrong and be the dad I never had. 'Cause a boy needs someone to help him grow up and be a man. Someone there to teach him it's okay to cry, take a helping hand. Taught how to treat a woman, open doors and tip your hat. I'm gonna teach him right from wrong and be that I never had.
Right. Good stuff right there, man.
Yeah. You can talk, Joe.
All right.
You
out
can
there
talk
in
one without me.
Radio Land.
I can't do every. I need a Jamie. I can't do all the buttons and all the things.
We're looking for a Jamie.
You were like waiting for me to talk, and I'm like, Jim, talk.
I'm talking. Hello.
I need a Jamie.
Hello, I'm
That's it.
Jeb Bridges.
I'm gonna have to.
How
I'm
are
gonna
you?
have to build on. I'm gonna have to build on. I'm gonna put a room out here for Jamie. You're gonna build on that way. I'm gonna build on this way.
If we know it, this sucker's going to go from one side of the property to the next.
It's gonna look like a bunch of trailer houses put together. You ever see that when people are like, "We're adding on," and all they did was back another trailer up, and put a hole in the wall.
Add another single.
This is a quadruple wide.
It's not really wide. It's more long. This is a triple long. You've heard of double wide. This is triple long.
It's like the Coney.
We like the long hallways.
Like a Coney long dog version of a house.
Our property wasn't this way. It's more this way.
It's a household name.
Or we just sell really wide houses that are short. Brought to you by Girth Brooks.
Oh, that's funny.
Where's the body's girth?
Underneath
Where's
the house.
body's girth?
If you buried the bodies, move one of our houses right over top, and no one will ever look there.
No. Hey, did you remember the thing's been going on with that battle between old dude and Garth Brooks?
Yeah, it's getting.
It's like kind of like making sense.
He's
like
a comedian.
He's really kind of painting it like where it really makes sense.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Oh man, it's like a huge beef. It's what's this guy's name? What's the comedian's name? He does stuff with Bert.
He's took it to another level. Like, I mean, it's actually making
Theo
sense.
Vaughn?
No, but he's friends with all them.
Shane Gillis?
Tom Segura.
Yeah, that's it.
Segura.
Yeah,
Love
Segura.
Tom Segura.
Yeah,
He's
Tom Segura.
hilarious.
He started it, right? So him and Garth got in this battle on Twitter, and Garth said something to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, well, why don't you tell people where you had the bodies?" And it just escalated. But then people started putting two and two together, and like all these people at every show he played was ending up dead.
Somebody disappears like without a trace every time he plays in a freaking place. Like,
but it's usually someone that's like somehow associated with his show.
Yeah, it's weird.
And what was it he said on that interview?
Too close for comfort.
You watched the interview and he said something creepy about.
Oh yeah. They were like, you kind of look like the hero or whatever. You know, talking about being in a movie, and he's like, I'd rather kill somebody.
What?
Yeah, no, he did.
What a conspiracy, dude.
He just goes, I'd rather kill somebody.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see, and I bet he like puts on his white high tops with his cowboy hat, and it's like in case he has to run them down.
In case he wants to shoot some hoops after he's done wrangling cattle.
I'm gonna kill somebody, and then I'm gonna go steal someone's hit song, and call myself a songwriter.
No, I got high top Reeboks from 1985.
You gonna cut that song, or you want to give it to me?
Yeah,
that's a good choice.
Yeah. Who'd you say your deal was with? I'm gonna go talk to your manager.
I wonder if his tennis shoes now are Brooks.
I don't know, but that dude cries every time he does an interview. He cries every time.
Oh, he's such an actor.
He cries every time.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna cry. You're not gonna get me.
The emotions in this song, it's so beautiful.
It's my little emo guy inside.
What was his name? Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines. Worst mistake ever.
Yeah, dude. Remember he's all like,
he wants to do a new one, a new album.
He's all coked out. He's talking about, that's a beautiful man. He's got a picture of Chris Gaines up behind him, and he's like, I saw this guy, and he's like, that's me. It's me. It's a beautiful man.
I feel like that's where the character for Ben Stiller's movie, you know, where he did Blue Steel. I feel like that his character was based on Chris Gaines,
Right?
Like You know, like
It reminds me of
Blue Steel.
What's the movie where Ben Stiller's the model?
Yeah, that's it. And he does Blue Steel.
Yeah.
Him and Will Ferrell. Don't ever have an alter ego.
It's bad.
I'm not your bruh. Bruh.
It didn't work out very good for Yee Yee either.
No.
Granger, Granger did the Earl Dibbles Jr. And I was interviewing him one time. It's before he turned on Texas music, and then now he's a preacher. But he at the time, he long story, but yeah, he's a preacher now. Like his he went to Nashville and cussed out Texas music, and then that didn't work out. And then he had a son, I think his son or maybe a daughter, I don't know, but he had a kid that drowned in a pool. And
Jaime, can you get me some coffee?
So now he's a preacher. But anyway, he told me when I interviewed him back in the day that he had Earl Dibbles was opening up for Granger, and he was at the river somewhere in New Braunfels or something, and he had a show that night. And he asked these girls, "You gonna come to see Granger Smith tonight?" And she's like, "Oh no, we're just gonna go watch Earl Dibbles and then leave." And he goes, "You don't like Granger?" And they're like, "No, he sucks." And he was like, "That's when I realized I couldn't open for me anymore."
Wow.
So it can backfire.
Yeah.
That's why I keep Sunny Day at a distance.
True. We don't. Yeah. I mean,
he would outshadow me.
He might overshadow.
Oh man! So just stay Aaron, okay? Stay you, man. Stay real. So y'all been playing shows, going out and getting busy, or just trying to get this album done? And
well, having my son, we've kind of taken it easy, and then he's about to have his daughter, so
That's
we've
happening.
been getting everything in check. And
talk about changing you. Yeah. A what? 4 days.
4 whole days.
What?
Yeah, we're like
well,
there.
Down to the nut cutting.
Get ready. Your emotions will just take over you. Like,
oh,
no, that's what I said too.
Thank you, Jaime.
No, that's what I said too.
We don't have a Jamie. We got a Jaime though.
It doesn't work when it's on camera. Like they see you making it.
They didn't see where it came from.
Yeah, they did.
Jaime gave it to me.
But yeah, I said that too. But then my daughter was born and like changes you.
Yeah.
This changes everything,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I don't think I've cried this much since I've had my son.
Yeah, when I had my daughter, I was like all tough and everything. Then I was watching a movie when she was little, like a kid movie, and I just started crying. And she's like, "Are you crying?" And I'm like, "No." It's like, "I never cried until you were born. What happened?
Yeah.
What did you do to me?"
Second they come out and you see them, and boom.
Jeb came up with the idea though. He said that God gives girls to the tough guys to make them softer.
It's true.
Until they get someone messes with their little girl, and then it all comes back.
He always gives men that are capable of great violence. Little girls.
And then it's like that old school movie, like all of a sudden Frank the Tank's back. You know,
Exactly.
You messing with my girl, like what?
Exactly. Just saying.
Hold it all inside. That rage is waiting for one guy to mess with my daughter.
Just one. That's all it takes.
Be like that guy. You're the guy.
You're the guy?
I had a guy pick a fight with me one time. He's way bigger than me. And so I was like, okay. And I take my hat off, put it on the bar, take my jacket off. And he's like, what are you doing? And I said, we're going to go outside. I don't want to break all the furniture in here again. I am not buying this place more furniture again. He's like, what? I said, let's go outside. Let's go. He goes, no, I think we got off on the wrong foot. I'm like, no, let me tell you what's happened to me. My wife cheated on me. I just started naming off all these things, and I'm like, and I've been waiting for one person to put all that rage into, and you're the guy. He goes, I'm not the guy. And I'm like, I'm sure you're the guy. And his friend's like, he's not the guy. My friends are behind me going, he's the guy. Like it was like a 10-minute deal. And then he was like, let me buy you boys some drinks. I'm like, I don't know. You sure you're not the guy? He's like, I am not the guy. And for like the 4 years he was in college, every time I'd see him, he'd be like, I'm not the guy. Which made me look cool because he was like way bigger than me. I'm like, all right.
Oh man, hey. Never pick a fight with somebody who's eye level with your freaking sternum.
But to this day, I think he wonders, what would have happened if I said I was the guy? You know what I mean? Like I punked him.
I'm the guy.
My friend Curtis, he goes, "There's no way you'd beat that guy." I was like, "I know."
That's why I was talking big game.
I was too far in to keep going with it.
You really want to mess with somebody? You're like, "Hey, yeah, come on, put him up, see."
I seen a guy.
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
I seen a guy box like that. A little cowboy dude. It was at.
He got all Irish on it. Come on.
Yes, he boxed just like that. There was this little dude, and he's sitting on his stool, and his feet were swinging like, he was too short to really, like he had to hop up.
Never mess with a little guy.
And
man.
he was a little bitty dude, but he had a big hat and a huge feather coming out of it, right? And he's sitting there just minding his own business, eating and watching TV. And these football guys came in from Tarleton and had these girls, and they were trying to show off. And one of them took his hat and went, and knocked it off. And that dude just goes, jumps down on that stool like a little leprechaun. And he goes like this, and they all start laughing. And he jumped, I swear, his feet came this high off the ground and punched that big dude in the face. And he went, whoosh, one hit. What? Like, and the rest of them were like, nope, I'm good.
I'm not the guy.
He just picked up his,
I'm not the guy.
And he just picked up his hat, put it on, and jumped back on his stool and started eating his steak. Never said a word. And I'm like, that was awesome. That little leprechaun just attacked him. Like,
wow.
I
Leprechaun cowboy just uppercut the freaking football player. I'm just saying, you don't ever want to mess with a short guy.
Yeah.
Man.
I've seen it happen quite a few times. When I lived in Lubbock, I went to this bar up there.
Way harder to knock over than little guys. Man.
He's probably 5'2", a whole 5'2", if that. And he's what does he do? He rides anything and everything with 4 legs. And I'll take a go. Some football dudes mess with him, and just like you said, he just put him on the ground. But he wore the big old 5-inch brim hat that went way over his shoulders. It was funny. He's a character. Old Brody.
Brody. Brody's like, no.
He wore boots that went clear up his knee.
I'm sorry, but
right when he went to,
right when he starts talking about
my thing hit the camp, but I forget it's a touchscreen.
It's like that guy showed up right as we're going.
Everybody thinks he's Brody now.
Poor Rowdy Decker.
Rowdy Decker.
Dang it.
Hey, good morning,
wrong
Thomas.
Place at the wrong time.
Thomas Wright and Ramey Lynn. Good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
Up there in Michigan. I'm going to be coming up that way in May.
You skies.
It's gonna be cool.
I'm going to.
It snows in May up there.
Where's that place?
Milwaukee.
I know. I want to learn a quote from Alice Cooper on Wayne's World. You know.
Oh yeah.
Milwaukee actually comes from an Indian.
I like to play.
Yeah, I get to go watch Alan Jackson and Zach Top. It's like there was only like 2 shows, and we were wanting to go, and Misty's like, she said, I'm already going to Florida, so let's go to wherever. Milwaukee.
Heck yes.
Milwaukee. So it could be the last chance to see him.
Yeah.
See Alan.
Yeah.
Father-son duo right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, have y'all seen the thing about Alan Jackson and Zach Top?
What, that their
Maybe.
father and
Could
son?
be.
Could be. I think it's all
gimmick.
I don't know. I'm just saying that.
That's why I'm starting it with Aaron. So maybe it was me.
Were you doing meth in Stanford in 2001?
I don't even know any Methodists, dude. I'm Church of Christ.
Y'all ain't right. Ain't right. I'll tell you about it.
Parker knows what I'm saying.
You ain't riding it right.
He got me. I actually got fired by a doctor for saying that, but I thought it was funny. He kept asking me. He goes, "Your heart's so bad. Like, did you do meth?" And I'm like, "No. Look at me. I'm fat. Like, I would need a new dealer or something. Like, I'm getting ripped off." And then he just kept on. So I was like, "Man, I don't even know any Methodists." And he's like, "I can't be your doctor anymore. You don't take yourself serious."
Sorry. Hello?
Yeah, Jeb's the one you should be asking, not me. What's in your coffee? I think Jaime put some kind of drug in your coffee this morning.
Man, this is my 5th
That's
cup.
why you drink that decaf. And
This is my 5th cup, I think, or something in it.
That's what we used to call it when a cow had a baby out here. Decaffeinated.
It's half cap. My wife My wife said that I can't have any more caffeine, so she made me get
half
half
the calf I used to be. It shows the cow having a baby. He's just halfway out, and he's like, "I'm half the calf I used to be."
I think he'd be saying that after calf fries. After the calf fries, baby. Half the calf I used to be.
He starts to get in a fight with a bull, and the bull's like, "You don't have the balls," and he's like, "Rub it in, rub it in." Love the steer jokes. Keep them coming. Next, you're gonna say I'm down there in Fort Worth.
Well, now you got me thinking on how to play on that. Sing it. Half the calf.
Oh.
I'm half the calf.
Calf I used to be. We gotta write a parody to that now.
Would come and it's all see.
And then the Metallica version. My balls are in a jarro. In a jarro.
My balls are in a gyro.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
For those tuning in, I'm sorry.
We just took a major off ramp here. Let's get back on the highway.
Let's get back onto the music. Let's do another tune and then we'll take a break.
Heck yeah.
How about that?
You call the shots, big dog.
You call it. Here, wait. Need inspiration? Here we go.
Old
But that's a
Betsy.
whole cow. That's not a half calf.
Old Betsy.
There you go. See, there's nothing underneath. Your guess is as good as mine.
I ride it right.
Shoot. I don't know which one to do. I need to flip a coin. Which one do you think we should do? Louisiana Woman or Smokehouse Blues?
Louisiana Woman is heads. Smokehouse Blues is tails.
Smokehouse Blues.
Smokehouse
Well, this is interesting.
Smokehouse Blues.
How do I do that on?
I guess I could play cowbell.
It always needs more cowbell.
I've got a feel.
And the only antidote is more cowbell.
More cowbell.
How are you doing Smokehouse? It's wrong. Wrong guitar, dumbass.
We'll do it. We'll
You can do it on that Q-Stop.
Good morning to Nico tuning in.
I'm going to play the spoons on it.
In Michigan.
You got spoons? Get them spoons out.
Had the freaking Spoon Man from Soundgarden there.
I used to play the sport.
He got an actual set of spoons.
Yeah.
Well, just follow my
I done gave him them spoons.
He sure did.
I've had those a long time.
12-bar blues, real quick.
That's the meth double decker right there.
That's for twins. All right.
This is rough. This ain't the right guitar.
Driving down these back roads, trying to clear my mind. Stevie on the radio, the sky's about to cry. These sad old blues are cleansing from my soul. About to take another pull off this jack and coat. Well, smoke so thick in the cab of this truck, tears rolling down like the Texas flood. I'm all out of luck. These smokehouse blues have got me feeling low. Just another lonely night playing George, Hank, and Co. And no one's here to stop me from polishing off this bottle. I've cried for help, but with no respect, I'm hitting this turn full throttle. Don't know where I'm going, it's far from this town. Some bar where the whiskey pours and all my thoughts can drown. The jukebox played a melody that cut through all the noise. About to drink my pain away, I got no other choice. Some old gal takes a stool and asks me for a lie. These smokehouse blues ain't leaving soon, I'm gonna be here all night. These smokehouse blues have got me feeling low. Just another lonely night playing George, Hank, and Co. And no one's here to stop me from polishing off this bottle. I've cried for help, but with no respect, I'm hating this turn full throttle.
Excellent smooth solo.
Thank you.
Man.
That's Parker Jameson on the guitar.
Tearing it up.
Rhythmic.
That wasn't even the right guitar.
Wasn't even the right guitar.
I ain't rod it right. Sorry.
He's like, I'm really left-handed. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more. Tell them we'll be right back, Jeb.
We're going to be right back with more Aaron Baliff and Parker Jameson. Sorry. Okay. All right. Hey.
He had him at Jameson.
We'll be. Hey, we're going to be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere.